Digital helps you make cross-border payments. Human gives you global specialists. Digital allows you to apply for a loan anytime, anywhere. Human connects you to credit experts. Digital puts you in control of your money, while Human connects you to wealth advisors. Digital allows you to freeze, unfreeze, cancel, and reorder your card. Human gives you that personal touch. Digital when you want it. Human when you need it. Get the complete private banking experience with Nedbank Private Clients.
Welcome back. You're still watching Business Watch this Wednesday. A very, very interesting discussion, or rather segment that we are getting into. You will remember that in the opening Parliament speech, the King highlighted the urgent need to transform farming practices as well as to improve food security within Eswatini. He emphasized the significant concern over our current inability to meet domestic food security requirements, leading to a heavy reliance on imports. Now, addressing the pressing issue, Nedbank Eswatini is stepping up with a comprehensive suite of financial solutions tailored for the agricultural sector, from crop production to livestock and forestry. Nedbank's innovative and specialized finance options are designed to meet the unique needs of agri-business. Join us now as we explore these vital supports and learn how farmers can access the assistance needed to grow and sustain their operations. Let's get into it. I'm getting into this conversation with Andile Masangane, the Business Development Officer from Nedbank Eswatini, who joins me now. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly, Andile, for joining us on the program. I think the first question would be, of course, as highlighted by the King himself, the urgent need when it comes to agribusiness. Let's talk about what Nedbank, in fact, which sectors of agriculture that Nedbank supports in Eswatini.
Thank you so much for having us, Mr. Ngomalo, for having us present in our agribusiness catalog. Nedbank provides finance solutions under different sectors in the agribusiness field, some of which include crop production, which may vary or range from sugarcane, conventional crops, citrus, and horticulture crops. We also provide business solutions in terms of livestock, which can also range from poultry production as well as beef production and piggery. We support forestry, and maybe finally we also support value addition and industry value chain agribusinesses as well. Yeah.
Then I suppose, I mean, from what you're saying right now, I could make a bold claim, it's not even a claim, a bold statement, and say you support pretty much everything under agriculture. Is that true?
Yes, the short answer is yes, this is true. We try to support as many different sectors of agriculture as possible, seeing that, as mentioned, we do also venture into the value addition and industry value chain, so that may range from trucking or haulage businesses and such. Yeah. So we support quite an array of agribusinesses.
You know, I want to ask the agricultural finance solutions available with Nedbank Eswatini, but before we get there, I think just, circling back to us premising this interview on what His Majesty the King said when opening Parliament, the urgent need for agribusiness to be as sustainable as it can so that we do not rely on imports. It's somebody that is a practitioner within the field itself and what you see every day. How much importance do you see just with the urgency, most importantly?
Agriculture, I think we will remember as well that within the budget speech we had quite a huge chunk of funds dedicated to agriculture, which shows the need and the urgency to speed up any activities that we have under agriculture. So as Nedbank, we do try to cover the whole spectrum of agricultural sectors, from crop production, as mentioned, to value addition. And some of these finance solutions that we provide as a Nedbank agribusiness team we do support some innovative industry solution agribusinesses via renewable energy, which maybe can speak to solar energy financing, which can help farmers sort of minimize costs as well as tap into sustainability. So we also do that, as well as shade netting financing and tunnel farming financing, which also speak to are in line with climate change and can help protect, maybe on the ground, that can help protect your crops from natural hazards. So all these are some of the different innovative industry solutions that we support as Nedbank. Yeah. We also do have some short-term solutions, understanding the cyclic and seasonal nature of agriculture within the Kingdom of Eswatini. We have some short-term finance solutions in the form of overdraft facilities and production loans.
And maybe to chime in there, it's very interesting that you mentioned our cyclical nature of the agriculture, or rather our seasons in Eswatini, particularly this time that we are in, this recent week, what we are seeing with the weather, the winds, the wild gusts, the wildfires as well. When you offer these short-term loans, and I suppose a lot of farmers are finding that necessary now more than ever. And I'm just wondering, because we also did see that, part of the articles that are running out or being published is that sugarcane fields are amongst the things that have been mostly affected. And I wonder, does this particular product and service cater for people that, farm sugarcane?
Yes, definitely. Sugarcane is one of the thriving industries when it comes to agriculture. So we do have these short-term finance solutions for the agriculture farmers as well. In terms of, as you've mentioned, we've had cyclones recently, yeah, and other natural hazards as well. So these short-term finance solutions also work in keeping the business running with a consistent working capital throughout the year, and also work as a short-term bridge financing solution when needed, and when or if needed, actually.
That's quite interesting. We've mentioned innovative industry solutions, with which you mentioned renewable energy, very critical. Another aspect that government is very, very, keen about, developing in Eswatini, as well as shade netting finance, which has been new information to me. And I loved this show because we also get to learn about things that we may not necessarily have known from a layman. Yeah. I want us to circle back for a minute, back to renewable energy. For the layman, again, renewable energy, we're speaking solar mostly when it comes to farming. Am I correct?
Yes, you're very 100%.
Give me more on that particular solution there. When we say renewable energy financing, I'm somebody as a farmer that comes to Nedbank, and what do I say I'm requesting for necessarily?
Okay, I appreciate the question, Mr. Ngumalo. With farmers coming to Nedbank in terms of their renewable energy financing, most of them come looking for solar energy, or to establish a solar plant. So in that regard, we normally have a few follow-up questions in terms of the supplier and the amounts that will be needed to carry out that particular solar plant. So from there, we then are able to engage with the farmer and engage with the supplier as well, in terms of the time it will take to set up that solar plant, and in fact have maybe even follow-up visits, on-site visits to check how it's going, and if any assistance is needed from Nedbank's team.
Yeah. When it comes to farming, we have come to realize, and it goes without saying, it's a fact that you need assets, right? Yes. To keep your production and increase your production, to just make sure that you're sustainable, really, for lack of a better word. Do you have a suite of solutions, particularly on specialized finance solutions?
Yes, definitely. Nedbank, under the agribusiness team, we do have specialized finance solutions in terms of asset-based financing for the moments when pharma companies want to get assets, and this can come in the form of buying a truck or a trailer or a tractor to help with the ease of operations. Yeah. So we do have that that asset-based financing for farmers, as well as medium-term loans, in which case where those mostly focus are more for the farmer who's maybe trying to extend their farm, or in fact get new breeding stock as well in terms of livestock, and establish new orchards in terms of maybe citrus sector. So we have quite a number of them, and finally we have the long-term solution to assist with the growth of the business, because Nedbank tries to look at the growth in terms of the longer term. So in terms of the growth of the business, and in fact diversification, which is something we encourage with our agribusiness farmers. So the long term helps with that, to assist with diversification. For example, a farmer might be wanting to acquire or procure property. So in that regard, that farmer is able to get that that assistance through that long term loan, and get that property, extend their farm in order to get a better revenue at the end of the day. So we have quite a number of different solutions, mostly being the asset-based financing, the medium-term loan, and finally the long-term loan. Yes.
I'm getting the sense that with these three suites of solutions, it is really something that one can, just put it out plainly, that you are financing startups, you are financing a business that is growing, that has found its feet, and you are also financing the biggest of companies as well can also come to you. So no one is left behind.
Yes, we try to cater for everyone, new and existing clients, from small businesses to the corporate businesses.
Okay, very important question. I'm sure a lot of the viewers watching us at home, the big question that you have now as a farmer, as somebody that is interested in these solutions that Nedbank is saying that they offer, how do you access these finance solutions? Andile.
Thank you so much. In terms of access to finance, we have an established agribusiness team housed in Matsapa. But we are also available in different branches. With the agribusiness team, there's about 3 team members at the moment, which is myself, based in Big Bend. We have Mr. Mkhululi Kumalo in Matapa, and we have Mr. Mduduzi Dlamini, who is in Smunye and Buhleni. But as mentioned, we also have bankers within the branches as well, to assist farmer companies and clients, for both new and existing as well. So especially under SME, so they are able to get that assistance whenever they work.
Now that we've established that our farmers know where to go and who to talk to, most importantly, when they go wherever they have to go, the big question now is, what do you carry? What do you bring with you as you go inquire with, whether with Andile or with who else, Mduduzi Dlamini or Mkhululi Kumalo? What do you bring with you to get the assistance that you want? Andile.
As a new business or new or emerging business, what we require is a detailed business plan with cash flow projections. For existing businesses, we acquire just a business proposal, annual financial statements, and cash flow projections, and then the obvious documentation of the company statutory documents, which include Form J, Form C, Memorandum of Understanding, and
Andile Masangane, Business Development Officer with Nedbank Eswatini, particularly focused on agri-business, just like we have concluded with this interview. So we're encouraging you as a farmer in Eswatini. It's not just me, it's not just Andile, it's not just the king, it's not just the head of state, it's the urgent need that the country needs. When we speak food security, we are speaking about something that assists all of us from getting out of poverty alleviation. So, thank you so much for joining us on the program, and thank you for staying with us on the show. The show still continues after the break.